Oh, what it is, my man. What a Friday. I am finally in a good mood on Friday. It has been a tough week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a tough week. So, welcome to the POG podcast.
Yes.
Your boy finally got it. It only took 3 weeks for me to get that in from my brain to my mouth.
Yeah.
And here we are. So it's been a big week too. Busy week personally, professionally, but a big week in gaming and pop culture and just gaming news. A lot of new games coming out, big hot games, some fresh looking games, but then also a lot of games announced at IGN and E3. A lot of games are coming out. We watched some previews of those earlier on stream. And a lot of those games look like absolute dog water. and honestly, I mean, kudos to the engineers and the developers. They can do things that I cannot. But golly, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe somebody will play their games, but there's plenty of people that haven't played Monopoly, you know?
Yeah.
So.
It's true.
So we're going to get into it. I threw the announcement out to a couple folks that they can join us as a guest. And then I don't know where my phone is because I was going to keep sending. Oh, duh, it's right here. Because I was also going to go live on Instagram as a side. Hey, look at us talking about stuff. If you actually want to tune in, join us on Facebook or twitch.tv/-citygg. But yeah, so here we are. The POG Pod.
The POG Pod, yes.
What games have you been playing this week? Let's hear it.
Yeah, so I beat Returnal.
Big.
And that game was really freaking hard. So there are 6 biomes, and it's a roguelite. Once you get through the first 3, you kind of get to a checkpoint, so to speak, and then you have to get through 4, 5, 6 all at once in one run. And
why do you have to get through them in one run? That seems difficult.
Because it's a roguelite.
Like time. Okay.
Yeah, so like it's a roguelite, so even though it's a light instead of a like, you do carry over stuff from each run, but each run is like you're starting afresh completely.
Interesting. So there's no equipment carryover from one area to the next?
Because it's a roguelite, there is a small amount of equipment carryover. Depending on how many kills you've gotten with your gun, the upgrades or like the level up that you get with using those guns carries over.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a few suit unlockables, but for the most part, it just kind of comes down to RNG. So
RNG, like it'll come off of whatever you just eliminated, or what?
Right. So like you'll pick up these things, and in different rogues, they have different names for it. Like in Hades, they're called boons. In Returnal, it's a little bit more in depth. There are these things called parasites, which are literal parasites. They look like little jellyfish that kind of attach onto you, and they'll give you a benefit, but then they will always have a negative as well. So, you might pick up something that allows you to do 10% more damage, but obolites, which is the currency per run that you use to buy upgrades, they might disappear like 2-3 seconds faster or whatever. So there's a trade-off with that. And then there are artifacts that, even though they reset upon death, they don't have any negatives. They're just all positive. And then, anyways, Returnal was really, 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 really freaking hard. And I was told it was hard, but because I played Sekiro and Souls games and stuff, I was like, oh, well.
Is it that hard? Yeah.
Like, I'm probably ready for this. And it was actually that hard. And I feel bad because I do see, like, I was scrolling the Reddit, and in order to beat the game, I consulted Reddit and was like, hey guys, how am I supposed to do this? And actually somebody saved my life. And like probably the main reason I beat the game was because of that dude that popped into my Reddit. There's it's called adrenaline leech. And basically once you have like so many kills that you've gotten, you can start pulling health from enemies that you're killing. And that makes the run so much easier because health products are like few and far between in a Returnal run. So once I got that upgrade, it just changed the game. And the final boss fight, dude, it's incredible. It's like probably one of the best boss fights ever. So
is that the one you posted on YouTube where it was like, this fight's so beautiful but super hard?
Yes. And then anyways, Ratchet and Clank came out today, so I was playing a bit of that, and it's basically Pixar Star Wars, and it's what the world needs more of.
Ooh, so you said Ratchet and Clank today, so
yep,
that came out last night, or
it came out at midnight, I guess. Yeah.
Ooh, so it looks like there's a ton of people playing it on Twitch.
Yep.
Right now, there's 100,000 people watching some Ratchet and Clank action. And so you're saying it looks just incredible, yeah?
Yeah, I was playing it today. So like it's basically, we need more, I think in the gaming space, we need more like AAA production on games that kids can play, that are just good, fun, awesome games. Like I feel like especially PlayStation, and I mean they churn out these great games, but they just make so many games that are so serious and heavy and depressing, and it's like the world needs more just fun games. I don't know.
Yeah, like Ratchet and Clank.
Yes. Yeah.
Unlike that one game we watched a preview of earlier today, it was like called Blackwater or something.
Dogwater
is exactly what it should be called. Oh my god, it was so depressing. It was like a lover's quarrel, but there was no quarrel. The guy, apparently the storyline goes, the guy was so in love with his wife that he had to kill her because he loved her too much or something. So he drowned her in a lake, and then like a siren, she would lure other people into the lake, and she's like, "Oh, now you get to jam with me in the cold depths of the eternity." And I was like, "This is a game? Like what? Like this looks like a terrible movie. Like why would even somebody want to play through this story?"
Yeah, it's like
I don't know.
People see games like Last of Us, and I guess they think, "Oh, well, that sells," but it's just, well, Last of Us is Last of Us, and that writing for that game is incredible. So if you just try to take a heavy, depressing concept and put it over a game, like you're not going to have a hit. I don't know. This is just my opinion. We should have more fun games. It seems like there aren't a ton of just good, fun games.
Yeah, please give us more fun games.
Yeah.
So besides Ratchet and Clank coming out, did you see any like more fun games announced this week or any updates to any?
Oh, Elden Ring. Elden Ring.
Was that a fun game kids can play? That looked like a pretty creepy game from your favorites.
Oh, you're talking about funny. Oh, I thought you were just talking about games I'm excited for. Yeah. No, that's not a kids game. Yeah. But as far as Elden Ring, indeed, yes, Cam. We should get Cam in here, actually. The Crovis. But yeah, dude, Elden Ring looks incredible. But yeah, no, there's not a lot of them, man. Like, I guess Nintendo's showcase will probably change that.
And that's tomorrow, I think. Somebody was talking about Pokemon United, which is a Pokemon MOBA, which I am excited about. Let's go.
I thought Pokemon United already came out.
No, I don't think it did.
Okay.
I don't think it did. And now I need to look up to be for sure. Pokemon United. Or Pokemon Unite? I think it's Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Video games. Pokemon Unite is upcoming free-to-play MOBA multiplayer online battle arena. I am
Dude, of
so
course,
excited.
Jeff is going to be tearing this game up.
When do they have the presser for this? I remember, oh my gosh, look at these beautiful tri-lanes. In this, we've got Charizard and Pikachu and Clefairy on one team. Is it 4? Looks like, no, there's 5v5. Oh, it's going to be so good. I can't wait.
Are you going to have me on Pokemon Unite?
I don't know. If you enjoy MOBAs, then sure. Then,
yeah, it sounds fun.
If not, then oh my god.
I imagine that like Cody's going to be playing it a lot because he loves MOBAs and he loves Pokemon.
He's been crushing Knockout City. Like,
dude, they are monsters. And he told me, he was like, they figured out the meta before anyone else did. And I was like, what's the meta? He was like, pass.
Yeah.
Like,
pass
I mean, it's like so simple, but in a dodgeball game, you wouldn't think, you would always just think, oh, just go for the kill shot.
Yeah.
But you confuse your enemies if you're just constantly passing it, because you see them wind up to throw and you're like, oh, okay, they're probably going to pass, or maybe they're throwing at me. I don't know. Like, yeah.
And then it's like, yoink, pass it to my guy behind me.
Yep.
Yeah. I was watching them stream and play last night and they were cracked. Dude. And they were climbing, they were playing ranked and they were climbing, and then eventually they got beat a couple times, but it looks like crazy technical by the time you get to some of that upper echelon, because they had like plays worked out and maneuvers and some tactical. I was like, this is like, they would all, I remember watching one where instead of everybody like beehive soccer, where everybody like runs to the ball and tries to get one, they like, the two people would run, they would just start running forward to the objective, and one person would hang back and grab a ball and start passing balls up to the leader, and they were like daisy chaining balls up to the front guy. And I was like, that's such big brain play.
Dude, huge.
I really enjoyed watching.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see more of that. And then where can we download Knockout City? Because I am meaning to download that game.
I think it's on Epic Games. If you're on PC.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna grab that. I might grab that right now, actually. Yeah, let me go ahead and click over here.
Jeff's gonna be on Knockout City. I'm dead.
Start downloading this, because this is like, that reminds me of like Team Fortress 2 and the game like Monday Night Combat, that third person like over the shoulder. Smite's that way.
Yep.
So I enjoy that. I'm not as good at first person shooter. I'm a little better at third person
stuff. Yeah.
Which reminds me, we need to get another like Smite night together.
We need to have Smite night. Yeah. Those are always so funny because I'm trash, dude. That
was like one of the first nights like we had played a game together. We were like, oh yeah, let's jump into Smite.
That's right.
Like, okay.
Dude, I mean, it was Valheim was the first game, though.
Was it? I hope not, because that would have been real sad.
It was, but it was just the two of us at first, and then we found cheats, and
then it was basically just the two of us.
Yeah. Rip our boy Blackhawk. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really tough. Oh, you know what? Well, I'm actually gonna invite you to my personal Instagram too. That way.
Do I need my phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what's up, John? So we've got. So I threw it up. Yeah. So I invited you to the live feed on Instagram as well. So that way, if you're both in,
let's go.
We'll be on two places at once, right? We'll just have to use two different devices. I just thought of that big brain. Oh, look at him. Hey, Poppy.
Hey.
Yeah. So wherever you see us, thanks for tuning in. We're here on. Hola, only here for a sec. Well, we appreciate you stopping by. We're on twitch.tv.
I'm such a boomer.
Yeah. It's loud over here too.
Am I not able to turn the volume down?
Why? Probably just to like a minuscule amount. Look at your face over there on Instagram. That's hilarious.
Bruh.
It's like all up in your face like a boomer for sure.
I know.
Some more gamers. Polly's in.
It's too loud. This is
I
can't turn it down.
But it's like near real time. Look at you. What an absolute tool.
Bruh.
We've got some Instagram stream and some Twitch streams going on.
That hairline
So strong. Paul, our guy Paul's in, not to dox him, but he's in a fun part of the world right now and hasn't been streaming this week. Big sad, but appreciate you stopping by the old Instagram feed here.
Part of time.
Yeah, Knockout City, big game coming out. I need an update on Pokemon Unite. What else? That other Pokemon RPG we talked about last week. Gonna be real excited when that comes out, which will be next year.
You tired?
What's a Friday coming at me? I haven't had enough water, I don't think. Where's my water? And I hate yawning on stream too. That's terrible.
I was like, ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, come on, chat.
When we were on at 4. Oh, you turned Instagram off, you big sad.
Dude, it's too loud.
Paul says he loves us.
Dude, I love Paul.
Hey, Paul, we love you too. Can't wait to go watch some Carolina Winston-Salem Disco Turkey baseball games. That'll be great. But games, that's about it, man. We're just talking about.
We're just vibing.
Talking about games. I'm going to download Knockout City. I think I'm going to stream Knockout City maybe later tonight. After I download it. We're gonna shut this live stream down at 8. I'm going to go catch up with some friends, and then we'll be back later on. What you got?
Because we're going at 8. I'm going to watch the first episode of the Loki TV show with friends.
Ooh.
And I had watched it the night it came out with Hannah, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
Go watch it if you have Disney Plus or you have a friend that you can steal their account for.
Or remotely log in to their account and mooch.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a big question. How long is too long to mooch your parents' Netflix or Disney Plus accounts?
There's no such thing as too long.
Just forever?
Yeah, because like the probability is, especially with the like age gap, like that age, like my parents, they just watch Hallmark. And that's mainly because my mom's just watching Hallmark. So they have, Disney Plus and Netflix stuff, but they just don't use it. So it's like somebody's got to use it.
Got to use it.
Yeah.
So we don't have Disney Plus. I've not watched anything on Disney Plus. And it's starting to feel like a big loss. The FOMO's starting to creep into my brain.
You're a big Star Wars guy. Have you seen Mandalorian?
Nope.
What?
Not a second of it.
What?
Couldn't tell you what it's about. Haven't read anything about it. Haven't watched a trailer for it. No clue. I know there's a Baby Yoda. There's tons of Baby Yodas everywhere. Is it prequel Yoda or is it offspring of Yoda? I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
You have to watch it.
I heard the production is so nice.
Dude, it's incredible. It's what episode 7, 8, 9 should have been.
Really?
Yes. It's so good.
The OG? That's what 7, 8, 9 should have been?
No, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
4, 5, 6 are the OGs.
I'm done. Yeah.
It's been a long week.
Austin? Yeah. No, my guy, John, who popped into the Instagram feed for a second, he knows all about the Star Wars. The Star War was just the greatest war of all the Star.
Dude,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no Star War, no WandaVision, no Falcon.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen WandaVision.
No Loki. None of it.
Loki is incredible.
Yep. Well, and then they took my Power Rangers off Netflix, which hurts my heart
Mm.
because I watched the first couple seasons and then I got busy. But that's sort of like my nostalgia was there. I was like, I got it. And then, funny enough, if anybody knows anything about Power Rangers, they obviously used all of the action footage from the Japanese show, and then brought in some American actors just for their skits or for their like little bits.
Mm.
And not every Power Ranger was in every episode, and not even within every fight scene. They didn't use all 5. They would often use 3 and like interchange them, probably just to cut actor cost. And then
cheap skates.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Saban is trash bag for sure. And especially if you watch the Netflix show like The Toys That Made Us, and you find out the marketing machine that was Power Rangers just loses all the flavor. And it's a big sad, but nostalgia still holds a strong place in all of our hearts. Yeah. Much like why Burning Crusade still doing strong. All these games that we talked about last week, they're still crushing it because there's like nostalgia has this crazy high value. Pokemon cards are at an all-time high. We'll probably get higher. Who knows? Yeah, it's just bonkers out there. And so there was in one of like the 5th episode, I think, when you watch like when they grow big and they have the monster fights and it's obviously people in suits like stepping on cardboard towns and stuff. There's like this kid, like I think it's like his dad or somebody like that's an adult actor in the suit, and all of a sudden there's like this kid in the scene that's like upset that the guy's like trying to get him off of him so he can do his scene. I was like, what? Why is there this giant child in this fight scene?
It's probably one of the supers.
Yeah, and I had to like pause, rewind, and then record it with my phone like a boomer to save for later. Yeah. It's like, let me take a screenshot, and you like take a picture of your screen with your phone when you're on Zooms and stuff. Yeesh. You don't have to do that. I'm gonna send you the slides later. But yeah.
my sister went to the Masters when it came to North Carolina.
That's awesome.
And yeah, she was given tickets, and so she went with a friend, and one of the guys in front of them, she dropped her keys, and the guy was like, "Oh, I got it, ma'am." And this was literally when one of the hot shot pro golfers was about to swing, and he bent over to pick up the keys and just let out a huge fart.
What?
And the golfer actually stopped and like turned around and stared him down, and the guy was like,
I can't believe the guy just didn't will his body to die at that point.
I know.
Like there's probably TV cameras on him where he's like backswing, like, oh my!
Like, what
did you just rip one, bro?
Were you do that on purpose? Yeah.
Oh
trying to throw me off my game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never know what's gonna happen in the background, man.
I have a TV show. I like that's how we got there.
Yeah.
We saw Gadget Badger play a bunch of different games this week. Different Pokemon games this week. What else do we got going on this week? So you beat Returnal. You're playing Ratchet and Clank. You said you've been super sweaty at Ratchet and Clank because of Returnal.
Oh yeah. Because Returnal is the third-person shooter. I load into Ratchet and Clank and I'm like, okay, I got a dash mechanic, I got the jump mechanic, okay, and I'm literally like, it's a kid's game. Like the thing is literally rated everybody 10 and up. Like that's the rating of the game, and I'm playing on normal difficulty, and I'm moving around the map as if I'm playing Returnal. Like I'm like dodging like through attacks and
just frying.
I'm sweating so hard in it. And if anybody was to watch, they'd be like, dude, you can chill out.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Are you gonna stream any of it?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Definitely plan to, yeah.
Are you playing through and then you're gonna go back and stream it?
I might do that. I've been thinking about doing that with like all of like each of the PS5 games that I have. Because sometimes I just like to experience things Sometimes if I have chat and stuff, it's hard for me to, unless I'm playing a game like Outriders where I can just skip everything.
Oh my God, it's never gonna stop. I stopped opening that game. You can't. There's like nobody plays. You can't queue with anybody to finish off the end of the game. And so
I'd be down to play again.
I don't know why you do that.
Why?
You don't actually want to play the game.
But the reason I do it is because it hurts you.
Why do you choose to be the things you choose to be?
Dude, Outriders is free on Game Pass.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh God, I want a refund. I want a refund. What's up?
I literally told you.
1966. Thanks for tuning in. So you can catch this whole show on Facebook and on twitch.tv/-citygg. We had Will on here, but he couldn't handle having huge headphones that probably blocked out most of the sound. We were going to have him.
No, I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't get it to mute from my phone.
Yeah, I turned mine all the way down, but I could still hear you a little bit. You would think as a stage performer, you'd be able to block out a little bit.
Mine was loud for some reason. I don't know why.
Could turn the volume button's on the side, you boomer. Like what?
I literally turned it all the way down and it was still a sliver. And then I would set up my phone.
Nobody can stop me. I'm all the way up. He's just like, it's like our Instagram. I'm all the way up. Yeah. We're gonna need some
Hype beast.
I bet there's some like music I can throw on here. Might give me DMCA'd, hopefully. Captions, graphics. I thought there was like background music I could toss into this. Oh wait, maybe it's over here. Dashboard. Oh, I don't want that. Maybe not. Overlay video clips. I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're obviously using Restream.io to maybe or maybe not multi-stream. It's super easy to use, easy to go live, and it can be able to pull the audio from other places whenever we're done. So that eventually we'll have a podcast version. We don't have any guests this week. We had 2 guests last week. No guests so far this week, which makes me big sad. And
just get Crovis in here.
I feel like we need some guest energy. Cam, do you want to jump? Cam, you want to jump in here? Everybody's normally like happy-go-lucky to like 10 squad jump into Discord, but the moment you're online, it's crickets.
I remember what you said about WoW. It was like, dude, back in the day, you could get 50 guys easy to link up for 10 hours to do a raid. But then nowadays, to do like 2 missions on Outriders, it's like herding cats.
It's unbelievable. How do you get 40 people coordinated all week? Like you've done a week's worth of coordination. It's like a full-time job. Everybody knew what they had to gather or buy and prepare for like 6 hours of raiding where you were most likely going to die multiple times before you killed the first boss. Everybody had to know, we call it dancing. So you had to know where you were supposed to be, when, what your job was, who you were helping, what you were attacking, and when, what to look for. People were calling stuff out. It was incredible. 40 people raiding, and like most people were coordinated. Not happening now. It's like
nowadays, nope.
Harder than pulling teeth to get 3 people online at the same time now.
Yep.
I mean, is that the problem we're going to solve when we open a physical location? Like, are we going to be able to like have an anchor that pulls that community together? Is that a problem we're looking to solve with the location? Hopefully.
I think that's the hope. I think that when we went to the Camel City Collectors Con, I got home and I was talking with my parents, and I was talking with Hannah about this too, but I was like, man, I forgot how much I miss stuff like that. Just going to an event with people. Cause I'm introverted. If you give me video games.
Really? You're an externally processing introvert?
Oh yeah. Which is pretty common, I feel like, especially for artists. Like tends to be a common trend. But yeah, I mean, I legit when the stay-at-home order came down, that was the most happy I've been in a while.
You're like, sick. This is
I
exactly what I wanted out of
No,
life
dude,
anyway.
I loved it. Loved
Yeah.
it, loved it, loved it, loved it. And I do love it. Like I am honestly convinced that if I lived in the middle of the nowhere by myself, if I had video games and stuff, I
Good.
would I would be fine. I would be happy. Like I don't really need to have a bunch of people in my life to be happy.
Mm.
And some people are put off by that, but I'm very introverted. I am. And some people don't believe that, but um yeah.
Huh.
At the end of the day, like doing that event, I was like, oh man, I forgot how much I actually did enjoy stuff like this. And so I think that part of the work is going to be reminding people why it's worth getting out of the house,
Yeah.
to game with people, because the comfort of just chilling at home is so easy to do.
That's the battle that all family entertainment centers, FECs, face. It's not you against, it's not going to be us against the House of Cards, who's a
Right.
gaming shop in town, or it's not going to be us against the trampoline park, though
Right.
I've seen them do some esports stuff. It's not going to be us against go-karting or putt-putt or baseball games.
Yep.
Sure, we're all vying towards somebody's, entertainment attention and like, hey, come, if you're going to do it, come here. But we're all up against the couch. And then what we can do here. So I think we've said in the last couple episodes. But yeah, it's up against the couch. We got to create an environment and foster community. And man, I am not really drained. If anything, I'm charged up by being around groups. It definitely, like, I can feed off of that like chaos, which is why I got into like endurance event production, is like hosting large events and like being in the crowd, like watching the ebb and flow of a huge crowd, and like knowing what it takes to maneuver that environment and to coordinate such a thing is pretty awesome. And then my analytical and like individual strengths like kick in, where I'm like trying to figure out how to make this a better show for the show to be the show and not me to be the show at the event. Is what I like. That's some of the ingredients. Yeah, that's some of the ingredients that feeds my ambition.
Yeah.
That's part of that recipe. So yeah, so that's what I hope we solve with the place. I mean, and then when House Cards was telling us about how they've got 3 D&D groups, because they had 20 extra people that they anticipated show up, and 3 dungeon masters say, well, yeah, let's figure out what these guys and girls and goblins are good at and get them into the right group to play a fun D&D campaign. And I was like, that's sick. And now all I can think about is the other Will and how chill he was.
He was the man.
He was good. He was the perfect antidote to the precursor for House of Cards. And great balance to the Force finally washed upon Kansas City Collector Con.
So true.
When he came. And then Nick, who was hosting it at his place called Retroid Games, was, awesome. And you guys knew each other. And then the more you get out into the space, like the smaller the world gets, the smaller the community gets. And that's sort of true in Winston-Salem, and what I feel in most like cities our size. Is like the more you're in it, the more you realize how small it is and how quickly you can get to know most of the people who are actually doing things
in the community.
Within like a year. It doesn't take very long until like, these are the 50 people that are actually making things happen in this town of 500,000. It really is like 1% of the 1% that gets stuff done, sadly. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, what if 1% of the population, 500 people actually took leadership action daily? What could happen? But that's a crazy tangent.
No, that's a great tangent, I think.
Yeah, but
No, but yeah, at the end of
so
the
we're looking
day,
to host a place. Yeah.
I just feel like in an entertainment center, that's our goal, is to remind people why it does matter to get out of the house. Because for someone like me, I can easily forget, and then when I experience it again, I'm like, oh yeah, this is actually really nice, and it makes the being alone even more special.
Because it feels like it's you appreciate the value of it, or it's just like you enjoy that recharge time that much more, or were you just so sunburnt, or not sunburnt, but like roasted from the sun, that it just felt so good to like take a time out from the sun? Because I got roasted on
I
Saturday.
think you nailed one answer with three answers. Yeah, I take all the above. D. Answer D, lock it in.
Yeah, appreciating the value. I got sunburnt, and it was taxing to be around that many people. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. There were not as many. That was more people than I anticipated, but I wish there
Mhm.
were a lot more.
It was definitely a rush at the beginning, and then it kinda I feel like what happened was just like, "Ooh, Collector's Con, let's go." And then people showed up and they were like, "The sun is hot. I'm going home."
Yeah,
And
they were
and
like,
it was like,
"Is food truck ready?" No, and then it
"Yeah,
was,
what was up with that?"
I don't know. I mean, they were kind
Sorry,
of
I
on
don't know.
time.
No. No.
Were they like an hour late?
Yeah, like maybe hour and a half, 2 hours late, yeah.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
no, you didn't eat.
It was
So
like 1:30.
they were supposed to be there at noon though,
Uh-huh.
so it was an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and apparently, guy hosting the event, messaged them saying, "Hey, need anything from me?" Never contacted him.
We hungry,
No
but
text.
they showed up.
They did. They did. And those burgers were dank. So
They were,
those were some juicy, juicy burgers.
yeah, with some special sauce.
God, they were so good.
We had,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
You
by
were like,
special
"I'm gonna get
sauce,
another burger," and I was like, I feel that I might get another burger too.
I don't even
Uh,
think I ended up getting it though.
you did not. But we had some cervezas, and then everybody was like,
Dude,
"Dang, good move." We had a carpet and some cervezas,
but you know what was
and
a bad move? No
what?
tent.
That was not a good move. I We used to have tents, and then I looked, no such circus.
No tents.
Mm-mm. Um, not my circus, not my problem. that's what somebody used to say, and I was like, "What?"
It was a huge L though. Well, it wasn't a huge L. It was
There were
good.
some people
But
that had tents, and we could have camped out under theirs.
yeah, it's true. But we were like right next to Matt's game exchange, I think. And
Yeah. Oh, we got some posters up in his place.
they're a killer.
Big
Really?
W. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on the front door.
Oh,
Big.
nice.
And inside.
What?
Yeah. He was like, "Nick," he was like, "Dude," he was like, "Do you want to put some posters up?" Yeah. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
dude. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's sick, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
And you got some comics. I got some
Oh
Power
yeah.
Ranger stuff, of course.
Got some Punisher
And
comments. I don't know how we got burps at the same time. That was weird.
contagious.
Contagious burps, dude. But yeah, I got Punisher comics, and I read the first one, so 4 more. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just the thing that I love about the Punisher, okay? Listen to this with me. What if in every Marvel movie, when a bad guy did something at the beginning, the superhero just said, "You know what? I'm not
You're
dealing
dead.
with this today," and just shot him. Just said, "You know what? We're not going to make this an hour and a half, 3-hour adventure. We're just going to shoot him and he'll go to jail."
You're done.
Yeah, that's the Punisher.
Shut it down.
Yeah. That's literally the Punisher.
It's like, okay, Siri, shut it down. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the best thing about antiheroes is that they don't care. They
That's
don't
like
have
The Boys, the
Yeah.
show The Boys. It's like, oof. I mean, they're good guys, and they're going up against people that who's just like, I'm not going to deal with this. And he's like laser eyed.
Yep.
Just lasers somebody down like right at the beginning. I was like, what?
No morals. They have no, track record that they're trying to keep clean. They don't care.
What's up, Anna? Miss you, Anna and Rez.
Hi, Anna.
You're missing the second half of this conversation over on Facebook or on Twitch, twitch.tv/-citygg. Anna, you're going to have to tell us how the shoe market's doing in just a moment.
Oh,
oh yeah. Big time crew getting after the shoe market.
let's go.
My friends over there. Oh man, what else? I honestly, there was a ton of game announcements today. I do want to get back to that. We probably watched 30 trailers. I want to say 30 trailers for different games that are coming out soon. And not a single one of them. Yeah, they were so forgettable. One of them looked like a Sims, not Sim City. So you can stream to Facebook. Cam with an important question. Cam, we'll get to that later. Technically, I'm not streaming to a creator page. It's to a personal page. So I think it's okay. Yeah. So it's to my personal Facebook page and not the artist streaming page. It's fine.
He says, "Oh, LOL, gotcha." Ignore that.
Yeah. Oof. So yeah, big oof-a-doof. Where was I? All those games, not interested in playing any of them. Super forgetful.
So here's the thing. This is what I was thinking about. So for the majority of games that people are excited about that are coming, into late 2021 or they're coming up soon, those people or those studios have already made their exciting announcements preceding Summer Game Fest or E3 because they want to be on the front of the conversation. Like they want to be leading the conversation around their games. Whereas smaller games that no one knows about, they are letting E3 lead the hype for their game, where somebody's tuning in for something else and then they go, oh, what's this? This looks kind of cool. I think that's why
there was majority, and they put it like midday Friday because nobody's tuned in anyway. And they're like, yeah, right. We'll give you, it's like putting somebody on a primetime TV show.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, we'll put you on our network. Oh, by the way, you're going to be on 11 o'clock Pacific time. You're like,
yes.
Why am I even on this effing show right now?
Yes. Yeah, because, I mean, dude, I'm excited about Far Cry 6. I'm excited about Back 4 Blood. I'm excited about Elden Ring. I'm excited about Horizon Forbidden West. I'm excited about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I'm excited about Life is Strange True Colors. All of those have already shown stuff prior to E3 because they're like, we're not going to let E3 steal our thunder.
Yeah.
The only game that let the Summer Game Fest or whatever announce it was Elden Ring.
Yeah, that game looked, I was like, okay, I'm into this. And then those creepy monsters came out and I was like, this is Will's thing. This is not my thing. I was like, these mechanics look like, man, this looks like Sekiro. And I had no background knowledge of the game. And I was like, this looks like I've been watching Will play. And sure enough, and then you
nailed it. Yeah.
It was like crazy. I mean, those crazy monsters look like Sekiro monsters.
Yeah, right? They look like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Sekiro. Like that's what everyone's saying online is that it looks like they fused Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro into one game. And it's an open world Souls game. So you notice in the trailer he's riding around on a horse and stuff.
Yeah, and he jumped it was like a spirit horse. I was like, that looks pretty sick.
Dude. Looks so good.
It looks like they took a monster and then just drew it on paper and then got high or looked through a kaleidoscope and said, this is how the monster's really going to look. And it's like,
dude, it makes me a little bit upset that it's coming out in January because that's my last semester of my master's. So one of two things is going to happen. And I think we all know which one is going to happen. Either I'm not going to play it and I'm going to do really well in school, or I'm going to play it and I'm not going to get as much out of this degree as I would have. And I think we know which one is going to happen.
We'll take bets. We'll We'll take bets on that later. I
Yeah.
think as the time arises. What a tough bet, I think.
Gosh, I just don't know what you would bet on.
So, man, we need to start making some plans out loud to say like, hey, we're gonna open a place by the time Will graduates, so he can have a place to work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gonna go for that?
So that'd be great, right? I mean, I'd
Summer of
rather do that than
2022?
like sit around and talk about here's what I want to do. You know,
Okay, so summer of 2022.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a wantrepreneur. You know, I'm trying to be a small business, self-employed dude in the community, like fostering community. We're like, we could get this thing open. So, yeah, we gotta start. I mean, people are starting. Everybody's getting the shot or whatever. Wherever you stand on it, it's your deal. I don't give a shit. And you know, world's opening back up.
Let's go.
And you know, if we don't do it, somebody else is gonna do it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be a spot opening in Greensboro. I mean, there's one spot in a mall in Greensboro where you can go and play PS5. And I think it's called HQ Gaming or something. I don't know.
Yeah, guys, if you really want to play PS5 that bad, just come to my house. I'll hand you the sticks. We'll play some PS5. All I require is just a sub on Twitch.
That's it.
That's it, dude.
It's cheap.
It's $5.
Sub. And you know Twitch what? Sub equal pack opening right here, baby.
If you have Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, just give me your Prime and it'll be free. You test out a PS5.
You ready for this effect? You ready for the sub equal pack opening right there? Bam.
Oh, ooh.
Let's go.
When did you make that?
Like 5 minutes before we turn the stream on.
Of course.
POG Daddy.
That's brilliant, though.
Yeah, when somebody hits one, I'm going to be like, too bad you can't see it behind my nameplate. Jeez.
Yeah, I was watching a Facebook gaming stream today. The guy was awesome. He was playing Fortnite, but he was a great, like, mega talent. Mm-hmm. And he had like 5 mods. And if you commented, all 5 mods would reply to your comment.
Oh, like, it was just,
dude, it was just insane. And he was getting surprised because his stream started really popping off.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't really have it set up for like how much it was blowing up. So like the sounds and alert notifications that were happening for each like and donation, it was like, oh yeah, oh yeah, like the sound was just going insane because
it's just constant,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll speak on this and then we'll start to wrap it up. Is the discoverability on Twitch is not a thing. Like you're not going to get discovered on Twitch. You get discovered elsewhere, and then, hey, come join us. Come join us in this other place. Come join us on Twitch, right? And so you get discovered by putting out little bits of content on Twitter and Facebook and TikTok is the big one, and Instagram and everywhere else. And then hopefully you can, bring them over and enjoy some live interaction. So we've got, some folks tuned in now. It's been a warm Friday, a lot of stuff going on. Looks like some other local gamers are popping up on Facebook, and there's plenty of other folks, that are about to be going live. We love Twitch for sure. Maybe we'll do a 3-person raid here in a few more minutes. But yeah, Tuesday night is actually surprisingly hot. Thursday night, big obvious. Friday night is sort of torn. We'll see what Friday night looks like when the world opens back up and more sporting events come back this fall. And Saturdays too. I imagine Saturdays. I feel like the growth overall in all these platforms is going to grow, but like it's only like we've only just begun, especially like live streaming on Twitch and Facebook. I feel like it's just getting, still just getting started. Mm-hmm. But I wonder if the growth slows. I imagine that it'll keep growing, but I imagine it won't grow as fast as it grew during the pandemic when everybody was at home.
Oh, yeah.
and they consumed, all of the usual Netflix, all these other streaming platforms content, and the content engine had run out of gas, and then everybody was like, well, we over here on Twitch talking about stuff.
Yep.
And so I'll just say this, like, a big thing, what we're looking to do is to help, if folks want to be local streamers, help them, like genuinely help them with like local community and not like gimmicky hype squad full of bots and like trickery and, tons of hoops you got to jump through and like follow for follow and all that, like empty promise nonsense. So we've got a really, a real community building here in Winston in the Greater Triad area. And looking forward to watching this thing grow more. And then that being said, like grow more in person. Are we back on next Monday? You want to meet back up for a meetup Monday?
Let's go.
To get some brewskis. What do you think, Will? We're going to bring it back. Brewer's Kettle, Kernersville. Yes. And then we'll try to find some time to go down to Lexington again. I'm going to peek real quick at the weather because it seems like we've been getting real dicey on the weather every time. Next 10 days. Monday was going to be a spicy one. 90 degrees. But partly cloudy. And, we'll be there at 7. So what do you say? Brewer's Kettle, Kernersville.
Yep.
7 o'clock, 7 to 10-ish. Sometimes we end before. Sometimes we go a little after.
Yes.
Is there bluegrass every Monday?
I thought so.
Oh, and there was like a 12-piece bluegrass band.
Yeah.
Just picking and chilling.
Picking and grinning.
And vibing.
Picking and grinning.
Picking and grinning. God, and then what was that? What was that song that you have to sing tomorrow that we were just
at the funeral?
Cheesing.
Yeah,
today?
I have to sing.
It's not you raising.
I can only imagine.
Can you only imagine? Just 12. That's where I was going. But then I got Josh Groban stuck in my head. Raise me up, and I was like, "That's not the voice, and that's not it."
Dude, Josh Groban. Fire. I always get people are always like, "Oh, you sound like Groban." I'm like, "Yeah, it's because I'm."
You're really gonna say that? People say that about you?
Yes.
Do people say you're the songbird of this generation?
They don't say that. No, but they say I sound like Groban. I'm like, oh, so I have a high larynx and a low soft palate. That's good. You right? Yeah. Just kidding. That's voice talk. That's the wrong demographic here. Yeah.
Voice talk. I'm gonna need to see some singing duets on TikTok real soon. I'm gonna be real sad.
I always think those are so cringy.
What, dude? They're so good. I saw some last night and I was like gonna send them to you. And I was like, Will, you need to duet this one. Because he's like, hey, duet with me on this one. And I've seen some really good ones. I think you should do it. What?
It's a no from me, dog.
What?
I think it's cringe.
It's not cringe. What did you say earlier? For the masses or the what?
For the classes or the masses.
Got to do it for the masses, my man.
Nah. Oh. You lower your market share with that, dude.
Market share, dude? No shot. There's no shot. If I had your pipes, I would be duetting everybody talking about gaming stuff. It'd be duet, reaction to the Adult Swim TikTok trend, which we should have talked about, which is great.
I don't even know what it is.
Yes, you do. And and then just be like gaming content. You're sitting on a gold mine, kid.
I'm sitting on a PS5 and Ratchet and Clank. It's calling my name.
Yeah. All right, brother. Well, thanks so much for joining me. That's going to do it for us tonight. We're going to go watch this guy. He's going to go watch some Loki.
Yep.
I'm going to go eat some dinner and catch up with some folks. And then I'll probably download Knockout City and hop back online.
Let's go.
So are we going to raid anybody? Who do we have? Let's see who's on.
Oh, Codex.
Is he on?
Mm-hmm.
Look at him. Okay, let's go. Codex.
Let's go.
All right, we're going to go join Codex. We'll see you guys later.
It's a me, Mario.
It's a me. Is it doing it? Oh, there we go. 2 viewers. 3 viewers. Let's go. Big. Guys, we'll see you next Friday for the POG Pod.
The POG Pod.